Hello everybody, how you doing today? So I wanted to make a quick video. Sorry, I got a cold right now. So I was reading the story of the woman at the well, and if you guys don't know the story, basically Jesus came to a well, and there was a woman there, like right in the middle of the afternoon when it's really hot, which is really weird because they usually get the water in the evening or in the first thing in the morning when the sun's not out. So it almost implies that something's up with this girl because she's out there in the middle of the day. But Jesus asked the lady, could I get some water? And she says, yeah, I can give you some water. And he says, the water that you have, you're gonna be thirsty again. But if you get the living water, you'll never be thirsty again. And the lady asked him, well, how can you get water if you don't have a way to get water? A ladle or a scoop or a bucket or something. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. And Jesus says, the water that I offer you is living water. You're never going to thirst again. And he said, you know what? Go home and tell your husband about this. And she said, well, the guy I'm living with is not my husband. And Jesus said, you answered correctly. In fact, the last, couple guys, I think it was like 7, were not your husband either. And she said, wow, that's amazing. And she went into town and she told all the people in town. She said, I met a man that told me everything there ever was to know about me. And I find this parable or this story or whatever really interesting because this woman's drawing water in the middle of the afternoon when it's extremely hot. Nobody would do that. They always do it in the morning or the evening, which basically implies that she was like a town outcast. Like she was the black sheep of the town or something like that. And then, when you hear about that she was, with 7 different guys, that makes her even more of an outcast. So when she goes into town and tells these people, I met a man that told me everything about me, it's really interesting because if she is in fact the town outcast, these people listened to what she said. So if you're somebody out there that you want to spread the gospel, you want to tell people about Christ, but you think to yourself, well, I don't have the schooling, I don't have the experience, I have a hard time talking to people, I stutter, I'm shy, I'm not worthy, whatever. Just remember that this lady was also probably shy and an outcast and not worthy in other people's eyes, and they still listen to her. You need to go out there, you need to talk to people, you need to tell them about God. It's one of those things where there's really no excuse. You need to go out there and just tell everybody you know what God has done for you. Even if you don't have the experience or if you're shy and you don't know the Bible that well, it doesn't really matter. Your testimony is all you need. I was such and such a person and now look at me now. Or I lived my life, I was a good person, but I wasn't happy. And now I got God and I'm happy again. Or whatever. Just share your testimony. And if they ask questions and you know the answer, that's great. If you don't know the answer, say, I'm still kind of new to this. I don't know the answer to that. But if you want, I'll get back to you. But just go out there and share the gospel. A little story about me is I was kind of a shy person. I didn't really talk to people very much. And I felt urged to tell people about God. I felt like that was something that I had to do, but I was too shy to do it. So I basically forced myself to talk to one person every day about God. I would try to slip it into conversations, even if it was just some kind of sly, small thing. I would always try to slip it into conversations. And over the years, I would say, okay, well, now I'll talk to 2 people, or I'll talk to 3 people, I'll talk to 4 people. And now, honestly, I can't shut up about talking about God. I talk about God all the time. But this story tells me that, no matter who you are, even if you think that you're not worthy, you can still do it. The girl was the outcast of the town, and yet she still went out there and told all the people, I met a man that told me everything there was to know about me. She gave basically her testimony. This is who I was. This is who I am now. A little interesting part of the story is it never really mentions that Jesus got his water, which I think is kind of funny, but I don't think that Jesus went there to give the gospel. I think he went there because he was thirsty. And because this situation arose, this situation came about, it led him to teaching the gospel. There's been many times in my life where I just have, small talk with people, and something will happen in that conversation which allows me to bring up God. And it happens all the time, honestly. So if you're one of those people that are kind of shy or nervous or scared or whatever, do it anyways. The worst case scenario is they're going to just reject you, and it'll be the same situation as if you didn't talk to them. And the more people you talk to, the more you're going to get comfortable with it. Anyways, guys, that's the video. If you like it, like the video, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know, guys, know in the comments what you guys think about the story, if you guys have any kind of insights or whatever. And I'll talk to you next time. Have a great day.